Hey everybody, I want to talk about the saying, mine's better 'cause it's bigger. Mine's better 'cause it's been around longer. Saying. Now, how can we prove to people that that saying is just ridiculous? And yes, it can be, but there's also a lot of, no, it's also not right. But they put it as, no, we're the best because we've got the most supporters. No, yeah, look, here's the logic. Right, more supporters means we're the best. No, that just means they did good propaganda, maybe. Things like that, right? So nothing is ever really the best, right? It is what it is at the time it is. There we go, right? Go with that. But how many people out there have you heard go, it's the best because it's the biggest? Probably a heap. And guess what? We've heard it all the way through history. Guess what the Egyptians said at one time? We're the biggest. We're the best. Look at our parents. Huh? And then I can go so on. Huh? Guess who's this country? And we've all had our turn too. Why does that happen? Is it because the gods get bored? I want to keep seeing the same shit. Or want different choices all the time. Like a rich person going to have a 7-course meal. What do you reckon? Is it ego? People with big ego. Is that why they say it? And when you look at it like that, it mainly is. Unless you want to debate it, and when you debate things, you'll find out in the end which is the best. So you're debating, who's the best? Well, this is how we'll find out. Here's the information. And it might be the best for that way, but not the best for his way. Maybe that way, maybe that way. Right, so it's a big discussion about who's the best. But it usually gets used on an ego trip of who's the best. Right? And the biggest of the best. And all you can say to that kind of thing is, I'll check it out and I'll get back to you on some things a bit later. And first I'll start off with about who's the best. Because we're bigger. What happened when the Mayans collapsed? Right? And that was the Spanish. Well, actually, we'll pretend it wasn't, right? And they collapsed slowly. Because apparently there's lots of stories about it. Right? And they're already collapsing as they rocked up. And they was having the biggest best with chopping off heads. Right? Where do they go besides the Spaniards? And the Spaniards weren't that. They were better, but they weren't better to go to. Shit, you become a slave and converted. Right? They went out to a smaller village, broke up and figured it out between themselves, restarted. So at that time, when those things happen, is bigger better? Or is bigger have a bigger fall in certain circumstances? And they do that because of no connection, because of ego. Ego can kill that. That's why they fall so hard. Ego. I'm the best. Are you really? Are you the best? And if you're not the best now, will you make yourself the best to be the best still? Because then that means you're still the best. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. And see ya. And who do you know is the best at this time? That's how it should go, right? And then you can debate on that, right? When it comes to whatever subject. So you get the subject, and then you go, so who's the best at this time? Doesn't mean they're always going to be the best. They're not a professional, right? More likely, because you're practicing professional. So when you say I'm professional, I'm practicing professional, and I'm more better practicing more professional than that dude over there. Unless you know year to hear, means you can hear something. And there is professionals, but it's very rare. A professional is a dude like you could turn up, a professional mechanic. You could turn up and with your car, and they'll just know the sound of it. You know, people in movies like that, they're like, oh, that poor thing, it needs this tune up and that. I can just tell by the ting ting or the wong wonk and the hink hink, or open it up and seeing the dirt and the work and the spurt. Right? Pro then, and usually older ones get to that stage. And some people achieve it, some people don't. Some people just say I'm a professional all their life and still learn and hide behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff. But you know how it goes. Right? Anyway, have a good one, and bye-bye.